What if I told you that voice in your head is not yours? You've been made to believe that it's yours. That voice comes from your traumas, your past, comes from school, comes from the media, comes from friends, your parents. What if I could make you believe that it is not your voice? I want you to break free from that voice. That voice is keeping you a prisoner in your own head. So let's get into it. You are not your thoughts. How to reclaim your mind and your power. This is Beast Mastery Classroom. I'm going to teach you how to level up, change your life. So everybody thinks their thoughts is them, which equals their identity. We think because we hear certain voices in our head that it makes us up. Like, I am too shy, or I am not good at this, or I can't do this. And now we start to form an identity around that. But you know, what if I told you your brain's actually like a radio receiver? And it receives information from other people that becomes your limiting belief. Now, like I told you, your radio receiver, yeah, computer, whatever. They say the mind's like a computer, yeah? The mind can also get possessed by energy or spirit, like negative, like anger. Anger is a spirit. Being shy, it's a spirit. So what if you look at it as a spirit that is just possessing your mind? Now, religion you can go back thousands of years and see this in religion. You know, someone's acting a certain way, a spirit took over them. But now in the 20th century, we forgot to look at the spiritual world. We're so caught up in the physical world, in the material world, that we forget to look at the spiritual world. Could be a distraction. Now, what if I told you you are the observer? Who is the observer? It's your soul. I want you to think of this, yeah? When you have a thought, you observe it, don't you? Like, you're seeing the thought, yeah? You're seeing the thought. How can the thought be you? And the thought comes and goes. So how is the thought actually you? Now I'm going to give you a quick breakdown on this, because this topic is so massive and I'll definitely touch up on it later on in the future. But like I said, yeah, we have to think of our brain as a receiver, yeah? So it's receiving information from wherever. Like, it could be TV, it could be receiving information from consciousness, it could be receiving information from other people around you, it could be receiving information from spirits, okay? So once you realize this, now you have to become the observer. And how do we become the observer? Meditation is the best way. Meditation is the best way to become the observer. Sit in silence and watch your thoughts. Literally sit in silence and watch your thoughts. Watch how they come and they go, and watch how you separate from them. Once you get caught in the trap of the thought again, then just call yourself back when you eventually wake up. This is why waking up and being conscious is very important. Because when you're conscious, then you can create the reality that you want, and you can separate from this. Well, the bad spirits, basically. Because, you can just look like it's out in the open now. There's people out there in this world that are so high up that they just want to keep you under their control and keep you weak, keep you slaves. Like, it's so out there now that what I'm speaking would have been a conspiracy theory. It would have been something so crazy. But definitely the whole world knows this now, that there's people on top that, they're using spirits, they're using energy, vibration, fear to keep you trapped. Yeah. Now, becoming the observer, you must sit in silence. It's the hardest thing to do, isn't it? I've told people to sit in silence and like, nope, I can't do that. Nope, I'll go crazy. Nope. And the only reason they think they go crazy is because they think they're their thoughts. They're not their thoughts. You're the one watching your thoughts. If you're having a thought that comes and goes, yeah? How are you your thought? My old mentor, he used this example. I'll use it now. I want you to have a thought right now with me. I want you to consciously say this, yeah? I'm going to wear a pink bikini to work tomorrow. Did you say it? Okay. So let me just act as you said it, because I have no clue if you actually said it or not. Are you going to wear a pink bikini to work tomorrow? No. It's outrageous, isn't it? Just like all of these other thoughts that shape your identity, they're outrageous. They're not you. Now, meditation is the best way and the most simplest way to separate. Now, something that's helped me and how I actually learned to separate is know you're always watching your thoughts. Know you're always watching them, okay? And you're going to sit in silence for half an hour. We'll start off 20 minutes, 15 minutes if you have to, 10 minutes if you really have to build yourself up, okay? But ideally, the goal is every day in half an hour by yourself. You want to sit there and you want to watch your breath come in, come out. Through your nose, just sit there. And as you're breathing in, you're consciously watching your breath come in and out. Then you'll be able to consciously watch two things at once. So you'll be watching your breath come in and out, and you'll be watching the thoughts come in and out too. They'll be like bypassing, like it's a car, just coming in, boom, it's gone. Boom. Oh, ain't that interesting? Do not touch any of your thoughts. Whatever your thoughts say in your head, whatever they say, do not fall into the trap to respond to that. Just leave it and keep watching your breath come in and out. Feel the sensation of the air coming in through your nose, out through your nose, in through your nose. And set a timer. Turn your phone upside down and leave it aside. Do not touch your phone. Your phone's going to go off. Trust me, I've sat there and I'm like, my timer is not gonna go off. It goes off. Don't worry about that. Okay? So, this is how we're going to separate. I want you to do this for 30 days and you'll see how you'll separate from the thoughts, the identity. And you'll start realizing that you are more than your thoughts and you're actually the soul. And the reason why I want you to do this, it doesn't really benefit me at all if you do this or not, because I know I'm the soul. I've done this and I've separated completely from my thoughts. But what becomes so powerful is you become the creator of your life. Like, once you get to the soul state, you become The Creator. The Creator made you in the image of Him. So the soul state, is the Creator. Boom. Now, you want to create any life you want, or you want to be a slave for the rest of your life, that's completely up to you. But if you want to become a creator of your life, you need to get to this soul state up here. And then you'll create anything, because what do creators do? Creators create whatever they want. They want. Creators create whatever they want. Now, trust me, you're going to feel like you're going insane. You are going to feel like you belong in a mental hospital. And when this happens, just know you're on the right track. Okay, no matter how crazy it's going to sound, no matter how crazy you're going to look, and don't worry, these are just you, talking to yourself in your head, okay? So, no one's actually going to see it on the outside, unless you start telling people. But everyone goes through this phase, Everyone goes through this phase of when you start the separation, I really, in my head, thought I belonged in a mental hospital. But I've thought that my whole life anyways, coming from drugs and all that stuff, coming from overcoming heroin, ice, overcoming alcohol, overcoming crime, all that stuff. I've already, my whole life felt like I belonged in a mental hospital. But this is the thing, This is the thing. You deserve better. You really deserve better. And you're trapped. You're a cog in the system. You're a slave. You're not awake. You're conscious. You truly deserve better. And the way to become conscious and awake and have a spiritual awakening is by finding your true self. And your true self is the soul. I could go on about this topic forever. There's so many spiritual texts that, they've talked about this thousands of years ago. Science has come out and proven, we're all one, we're all consciousness, we're all the soul. There's so many teachings out there that tell you, become the observer. Become the observer. The observer is the soul. This is not a journey for someone that's not ready to completely let go of their identity, their self. Maybe have to let go of family, maybe have to let go of friends, maybe let go of everybody. This is not a journey for the weak. Look, I got something called Beast Mastery Inner Circle. It's on Patreon. It's $1 a day, so it's $30 a month, Australian, you know what I mean? $30 Australian. So if you're in America, it's 60 cents a day. But if you really want to go deep on this and learn more, $1 a day, just to better yourself. If you found this helpful, hit the like, subscribe, leave me a comment. And if you really do want to take this to the next step, I do one-on-one coaching, and I got the Patreon. But I'm going to end it with this. Beasts don't just survive. Beasts create. You want to be a beast. You want to start creating the life of your dreams. Separate from your thoughts.